Happy Tuesday, folks. So even though we said about doing Quickcasts every other week, I just wanted to do a little bit of an infill one about sort of our coaching philosophy. You may have noticed a few things like gradually being implemented in the programming, and we're looking forward to introducing these a lot more over the next it's going to take probably about a year to gradually implement these changes. But essentially what we're looking at doing is increasing like autonomy for you guys. We are trying to step back from the more autocratic approach, of which is very much a CrossFit approach, and again going back to more like democratic approach, which again gives you guys that autonomy, but also will improve your competence and also your intrinsic motivation, that sense of achievement. Like I said, this will take time over the next year. It can take maybe up to 2 years. But it will. The main philosophy is that we are, trying to achieve mastery in all that we do, exercise, nutrition as well, because this will help you realise. We call it your maximum motor potential. So basically, the most you can get out of completing a task. Now, I know not everyone wants to or cares about getting to mastery, and that's fine, because if you're moving efficiently, safely is the priority, but then that will increase your efficiency and also your effectiveness, meaning you're going to get the most bang for your buck, if that makes sense. Also, mastery, for example, is transferable. So what that means is, for example, if I do a back squat that is absolutely perfect on the way down and then absolutely perfect on the way back up, when I do snatches or cleans, for example, when I do and I catch the bar, I've got that strength from a perfect back squat that's going to help me stand that bar back up. If I do a back squat where, as you guys have heard us say, like a stripper squat, so on the way back up my hips shoot up, when I catch a bar in a snatch, if I do a stripper snatch, good luck, because the bar is going to be dumped on the floor and you're going to miss the lift. So that's what we mean about mastery and how it transfers over to all of the millions of movements that there are within CrossFit. And it's the same with, I said it yesterday I think in class, if you do a powerful hip extension, say on Olympic lifting, and then you go to your muscle ups, if you've got very good strength and awareness in a powerful hip extension, it's going to help with your muscle ups and your pull ups. So it all links. If we train for mastery, we probably won't ever achieve it, but it's trying to achieve it. So the interventions in the classes are going to be a lot more personalised, and you've probably seen it. We've started doing it in like the deadlift series. There's a couple of sessions next week that will feature a lot more of a personalised intervention. So the goal eventually is that these sessions become almost like PT sessions, but within a group. So, and also the goal is that you guys will know the plethora of drills that we do. For example, we'll say, right, guys, you're going to be probably in numbers 1, 2, 3, or 4. Drill 1 is going to be this. Drill 2 is going to be this. We'll do like a little test, and then we go, cool, right, Rich, you're drill 1. Joe, you're drill 2. Go and grab your bar, go and grab your dumbbells. We've got 10 minutes, rock and roll. Because then we're actually going to coach what we see. And that's that more democratic approach rather than everybody does the same thing. There's not anything wrong with that, but we want to always get better, and this is the route we want to go down, because the science, is a lot more proven to allowing you guys that intrinsic motivation and that sense of achievement. So that's how it's going to work. We've talked about that. We want you guys to start really investing in like the movements and the names of the movements, the terminology, because it will be a lot more autonomy. So it will be very much like, right, this is the lift, go. We want to coach what we see rather than having to remind people how to find a snatch grip, for example. Those that have only just started with us, absolutely fine. I don't expect you to know this, or we don't expect you to know this. But those that have been with us for multiple months, it's now time to start really investing in the process, invest in the terminology, the movement names. Yes, it will take time to learn because it is like an encyclopedia, but I will share the terminology document I created many moons ago with this Quickcast. I just wanted to touch on that very quickly to sort of explain going into the new year, especially how things are going to start in terms of coaching. You will get a lot more coaching based on yourself. For those that struggle with joints, this will be music to your ears, because even if you do a daily prehab or rehab or mobility kind of workout on your joints, there is nothing that's more effective than doing it under a coach's eye, because we all do things slightly differently than we should be, including myself. So we all need that accountability. So this will help you guys as well hopefully reducing that risk of injury. We can't prevent injury, but we can reduce the risk. Finally, I wanted to touch on the success of the hidden programming. So I know the majority of you think it's because of the cherry picking, and we did explain this in class, but just in case you didn't get to a class where we did explain why we've hidden the programming, we chose to do this because the data we were seeing and feedback we were getting from our membership check-ins was people were getting anxious about workouts, and they were reading into it far too much, and they were stopping themselves from coming in because they simply thought, I cannot do that, and they were getting worked up about it, and therefore reducing their chances of achieving their potential and also, maintaining their health and fitness. And for us, it's essentially, it's not life or death, it is just a workout. So we thought, right, we only revealed the programming in the first instance to help reduce our briefing time, and actually the briefing times got longer because people were reading into workouts, misconstruing them, and then we had to take even more time to basically correct the thoughts that people had. But the main reason is because of, like I've said, people were struggling with genuinely getting anxious about workouts. And we've had feedback since we've hidden the programming of, I'm so glad because I no longer see and go, oh my God, I can't do this, oh it's running, I hate running, da 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 da. And as a result, those people are now coming back into the gym, so we are able to help them. I know some people get anxious about not knowing what it is, but the difference is you guys are here, so we can actually help you with strategies to help deal with that, where if you're not here and we can't get hold of you, we can't help. Does that make sense? So that is the reason why. It's not about cherry picking. I don't care if people cherry pick, that's up to you, but if you're doing something to stay healthy, great. But what I will say, it has become clearly apparent to all of us that people are picking and choosing, which again is fine. However, what we will say is the success we've noticed already with people that have come to stuff that they wouldn't normally do and have achieved massive results in terms of personal bests, things they would never thought they could do. For example, I had a chat to a member the other day. He does a similar sort of business in mentorship, and he doesn't reveal to his clients what he does. He came to the rope climb session, and again, he said, I would have avoided these at all costs, but he got his first rope climb and he was buzzing. I also have a story that Bobby shared on the WOD board. It was the 2K row. I remember chatting to her about this because I think many moons ago she struggled to complete the 2K row in 10 minutes. She did a 2K ski in under 10 minutes. That is success in our opinion. So that's why we've done it. Okay, and we will continue to reveal when your heavy days are, when you're, the programming for Olympic lifting and the gymnastics specific focus, when hero workouts are, but otherwise we will continue onwards because the data doesn't lie. We have it all in our system in the background. It has gone from, say, here to here. So it's definitely worked as we want it to do. We don't want people to be anxious about a workout. It's just a workout. We want you guys to improve your health and fitness. We want to try and get you guys to mastery so you can realise your potential. It's as simple as that. So I wanted to touch on that. Hope that's okay. And yeah, very excited about these coaching improvements and interventions going forward. It will take time, so please bear with us. Some of it will be trial and error, some of it will work, some of it won't, but we're looking forward to trying it anyway. Next week, I'm hoping to have a very special interview with a very special member, so watch this space. But otherwise, folks, I look forward to seeing you all this week.